I think I'm brain fried. Yeah, that looks good. Do do do. Y'all, my lips are so chapped it ain't even funny. Let's see, shell. I'm gonna shell it out because Mama said it was good to shell. My hair just ain't. You can tell I've been working in the yard all day. Hey, Henry. How you doing, brother? Do. Group. Let's see. Making it work. Awesome. I'm glad to hear it. Me too. I've been working in the yard all day. Yeah, and yesterday and the day before. Post. I'm sharing it out real quick. Share it to the regular Facebook. The regular Facebook. Post. Okay, there for a minute it was getting really slow. Alright, no problem, Susan. I'm glad you stopped by. I completely understand. Group. Garden for cheap. One of these days it might say the gnome's dead. Alrighty. And let's pop out the old chatteroony. Pop out chat. Yeah, that'll work. Because I don't want to see me. I can see me there. All right. I think I got it. I did start this a few minutes earlier than normal. Well, it's just now 6 o'clock, so not super early. But early enough, I guess. And thanks, Henry. I appreciate that. Because I did go a couple minutes early just so I could get everything else set up. Or try to. Where did my check go? There it goes. But yeah, I got my, got 2 square yards of compost. I got 2 cattle panels, 2 things of peat moss, 2 things of shavings, pine shavings for mulch. And I've got, hey, Mr. Dave Northwater. How about Gnome Sweet, Gnome's Dead? Yeah, that might be a good one too. But I got the peat moss, and I got my mulch, and I got my cattle panels, and I redneck a garden bed together. I still have to fill it up, but I got it built. And of course I mowed the yard. Still need to weed eat. I mowed yesterday a little bit, and I mowed somebody else's yard the day before. So, and I ended up with blisters. Of course, you really can't see them now. Well, I got a blister there. I've been working. I got part of a video made, and hopefully that one will go up tomorrow. And then I'll start the other video. Because I want to do a video with just making that bed, because that bed is ghetto fabulous. That's all I can say. It's, I don't know. My roommate says it looks like a baby bed out in the yard. It's not a baby bed, but it kind of looks like one. Hey, Miss Gail. I finally made it to the live. Woohoo. Yes, ma'am, you did. I got the kit. You know what I'm talking about. I got it like a couple days ago. Actually, maybe it's been a little longer. Maybe it's been a week. I don't know. My mind goes sometimes. I was going to email you, but I forgot. Because I've been working. And I got to start some more seeds. Oh, it'll definitely help. And I think it was yesterday I got my ball book. So I'm all set to be canning this year. I haven't really looked through it because I'm so busy, but it's going to be cool. Hopefully I don't blow nothing up. I still got to get more jars because right now, I forgot to try my kraut. Man, I didn't remember to do that. See, I can't remember. I'm going to have to start writing everything down because I've got, I don't know how many quarts of sauerkraut that I actually pickled after I'd made it. I turned it into sauerkraut, then I turned it into pickled sauerkraut, so it's sweet and sour sauerkraut. That makes sense. I got to do a video on that too. And what else? Something else. Oh, I have my honey and garlic fermenting, regular garlic fermenting, and I know there's more. Y'all thought I was joking about writing things down. Got the ferment garden update, the garden bed, the spiral repair. I've actually got the spiral garden filled up, but I've got what I'm going to end up doing. And Dave, you can tell me if you think this will work or not. I think it will. I'm pretty sure it will. Big gallon Ziploc bag, and I'm going to take a 5-gallon bucket first, and I'm going to mix mortar into the bucket. You know how you mix water with the mortar to kind of like a pancake, a little thicker than a pancake consistency. And I'm going to stick it in that Ziploc bag, and then I'm going to cut the corner off that bag, and then I'll squeeze it in between the rocks. What do you think, Dave? Will that work? Canning lab. Let the party begin. I am here. Hey, Thrifty VG from Rhode Island. And hello, Miss Amy. I'm glad you can make it. Miss Amy seen a picture of the roommate calls it a baby bed, but it's a garden bed. I actually just posted it on Instagram. And yeah, I'll get a video up on that tomorrow. My mom went home today from the hospital. Oh, thank you. I told you I've been praying for her. How's she doing, though? Was she... Because sometimes they send you home and they probably shouldn't, and sometimes you can't get out of there fast enough. Hey, Miss Lippy. See? I got it, Miss Lippy. I got it. Yay. Don't forget to hit the like. Yes, please. I need all the help I can get. I know there are more than 6 of us here. There's 10 watching. She was feisty as all get out. Doctor said that's good news. Yeah. Usually if they're feisty, they're on the road to recovery. Usually. I know I am when I'm in there. They don't like me. Because I don't like hospitals. But I am so glad she's out. I will continue praying for her full recovery, though. But so, Mr. Dave Northwater, do you think that would work? That I can squeeze that mortar in between those rocks? And because if I take the dirt out, the rocks start to collapse. If I leave the dirt in, the rocks stay there, but they'll slowly start, going away. Oh, no problem, Thrifty. You know, that's what we do. We pray for each other here. And for everybody else. When I pray at night, I have a list of people I pray for. But then I always end it with all of your creation because I can't see leaving anybody out. I don't know if that's weird or not, but it's just something I've always done. My sister stayed home for 3 weeks, didn't see anybody, just that she can go to my mom's and take care of her when she gets home. That is awesome. Hey, vegan list. Hillbilly raid. Awesome. Hey, Carolina Hillbilly. I think that's the first time I think I've ever been raided. Ever. That is just too cool. I thank y'all so much. That is just too awesome. Hillbilly raid. Carolina Hillbilly, you'd be proud of the garden bed I made today. It's redneck. Everybody, or not everybody, my roommate says it looks like a baby bed. But it's a garden bed. What is a raid? A raid is when one live is on and they see that somebody else is on and they all go over and raid that channel during their live. It helps give them views and likes, and it's a good thing. And welcome everybody from the Hillbilly raid. I appreciate it. Keto Kitchen by Lisa, Tony, Lady C, MSIU, whatever that word is. I can't pronounce it. I'm sorry. Hi, nice to meet you. New connections. Always love new connections. You got that right, Keto Kitchen by Lisa. It's all about helping others. Hey, Muscle Man 8562. I appreciate that. That is so awesome. I feel so loved. I got my dog at my feet. Y'all have seen how big my dog is, and she's hiding under my desk. Nice to meet you too, Blue T, Idaho. Miss, how do you say that? MSIUBECMUZICA. Musica. Miss IB's Musica? Miss IUB's Musica. I don't know. I'm trying. Musica. I can definitely do that. And I love music, so. I don't know about y'all, but it's like music, it talks to the soul, or sings to the soul, or speaks to it. You know what I mean. Carolina Hillbilly, thank you so much for the raid. You are my first raid ever, from my memory, that I can ever remember getting a raid. Thank you for having us. Says, God bless. How are you doing? I am doing good. I've been working in the yard for 3 days. Now, it got 97 yesterday. If anybody was on, what was it, Kinley Fennell's? Oh, he was talking about it yesterday. It was during his live. It was 97. Or Finley Kettles. I just need to be quiet because I'm messing up his thing. I will get you here too. Well, man, I wonder if I can do a copy and paste. I know YouTube's made it harder to go to channels. Let's see if I can do that. Keep it blue. Control C for copy. Hey, look at me go. Control V and enter. Used to, you could just click on it and go to their channel. But no, YouTube had to change that. Yes, Carolina Hillbilly is so amazing. Yeah, Mark, used to you could just, what was it, click on it and you could go to channel and you can check them out or whatever. You can't do that anymore. If you're on a cell phone, it'll say something about report or block or something like that. If you're on the computer, it says the same thing, but at least on the computer you can copy and paste and open another window and go to it. On your cell phone, you just have to, bring it down and hit your search button and type it in manually to get it. because I couldn't get it to copy and paste on my phone. We have so much wind that we are a little worried about the pine trees next door. I can believe it, Gail. Our wind's not bad, but we do have thunderstorms coming. It sprinkled today, and I know there was, Muscle Man 85 had the tornado warning in the area last night. I did a stream of it live in Cincinnati, Ohio. Somebody else, who was it, was talking about that. Mama Z from Texas Kitchen said that they were on the tornado watch, I think, and she's like south of me by 3 or 4 hours. Bruce Arts Homestead, is that Amy? Yep. YouTube is changing all that. Yep, they sure are. We already had one come down through the middle garage. Oh, wow. I am so sorry to hear that. Hey, ASMR Galore TM, how are you doing tonight? Our winds here were bad earlier, but now it's sunny and hot. I don't know, because they said that it was supposed to rain. First they said Friday and Saturday, now they're saying Saturday and Sunday. But my lows next week are in the 40s, and I'm worried about my plants. It was raining hard earlier with strong gusts of wind, but it stopped and sunny now. Well, that's good to hear. Where are you at, ASMR? I am in Keto Kitchen. I am in Saginaw, which is 5 miles north of Fort Worth, Texas. We had thunderstorms up in Rhode Island too a little while ago. Hey, Thricky, are y'all still getting snow, or is it rain yet? ASMR, I am doing fantastic. I'm hoping that it's just a glitch with the no, Muscle Man, I think that's a permanent thing. Oh, New York. Still cold up there? I'm assuming. Hey, Edison Fitness, how are you doing? We may see a small forest down to the 40s for 3 days, and I'm worried. Yeah, see, I am too. And actually, one of our days coming next week says 39. Last Thursday, when I was doing my live, the temperature was dropping, and it dropped down to 37. And my cucumber plants around the leaves are kind of not happy. Be right back. Got to move the house for Buddy, or move the hose for Buddy. Okay, no problem, Miss Lippy. We can all still YouTube search people. Yep, that's what I was doing last night on Finley Kennels live. Weather is weird. Weather is definitely weird. It's warming up. We got rain. Actually planted some seeds a couple of days ago with the girls. That is so awesome. What did you get to plant? I my radishes sprouted. Some of my beets have sprouted. Some of my zucchini and squash have sprouted. Omar, everybody belongs here, brother. We just talk about gardening, but you pop up another subject, we talk about that too. One night we talked about old channels or old cartoons and old TV shows. Our subjects go like, woo. It's supposed to get rough weather tonight and through the weekend. Yeah, we are too. They moved it to Saturday and Sunday though, but it was sprinkling earlier. I was trying to get my new bed filled because I have the soil to fill it now. But I got the bed put in place and the trellis up on it. And then it started to rain. So I got all the power tools put up, and I was sitting there under the patio and I was just waiting, and finally it stopped, and I ran out there and took some pictures of it. I will have to upload videos showing people how to YouTube search people better, just in case. That's a brilliant idea. We had a rough weather last night. Wow. It must be just moving across. How are all y'all in the shed? And we've been worked so hard in the yard, we don't notice it. Miss Gail, kind of the same. The only thing that I've slowed down on is I can't just jump and go to like Lowe's or Home Depot or the feed store. But what I've been doing is you can do that curbside checkout or whatever, curbside service, like Tractor Supply. You go online, you order what you want, and you wait for them to text or email you that your order's ready, and you pay for it all online. And then when you get there, you call them up and say, this is such and such, and I'm here to pick up my order. They'll ask you what you're driving and where you're parked at, and then they come out and put your stuff in your truck. And I pretty much got my compost the same way. You go up in there and you pulled up to the little guard shack, tell them that you're wanting to get a yard of compost, and they have you pull over by the office, and you just call in on your phone and tell them what you're wanting to get, and then you pay for it with your debit card or credit card, and then they tell you where to pull up, and then a little front loader empties the soil into your truck, and then you leave. So there's no contact, no human contact, so you just stay in your vehicle. I kind of like that. Me and my daughter was talking about it earlier. Could you imagine if grocery stores were like that, where you could just go online, pick everything that you need, pay for it, and then just go pick it up? That would stop that impulse buying, because once you got done picking out all the groceries and hit done, it's not like walking through the aisles. Is that Copper Kettle Farms I see? Woo! How you doing? I have a sister that lives near, so I pay online. He drops it off. I cannot go out in this. At 70 with autoimmune issues, we go no place. Gail, I understand that completely. I mean, I'm 47, 40. I'll be 48 in July, but I have COPD, so that makes me, and also a heart condition, so that makes me a risk. Walmart now has online pickup. Yep. But wouldn't it be awesome if it was permanent? Of course, they couldn't do that, because then you wouldn't do the impulse buy, and that's where they make a lot of money. 'Tis me, here to hang out with you lovely folks. All right. Thank you, Gail. My daughter has to work in it, and so does my son. My son's, him and his wife live 2 towns over, but me and my daughter rent the same spot, so, ASMR, yeah, I'm trying. Gardening definitely helps. That's my therapy. That's my physical activity. Man, if y'all could have seen me like 5 years ago, I mean, I still got a lot of weight to get off, but as far as physical activity, I've improved. And I think that's a lot of things. When people get diagnosed with COPD, they just kind of give up. And my daughter wouldn't let me give up, so we did basically physical therapy where I walked, and then I come home and take a nap. And eventually the walking was longer than the nap. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, ASMR. Are you feeling bad, though, or are you just... Because some people have it, or they're just carriers, and then some, it just, wears them out. I definitely... Well, hopefully it can help some people. I'm going to make a tutorial playlist and put it in there along with the upload about how to run links fast from a phone. Oh, well, I'll definitely watch that one, Muscle Man. One of our grocery loaders at Walmart was just diagnosed. Wonder how many she infected. Right. It's breathing and chest pains. See, that's what I worry about. Well, I'll keep you in my prayers. In fact, I'll write your channel name down, and I will get you after my live, and I will keep you in my prayer list. I've been recuperating for the past 2 weeks now. It so happens my immune system is good. That's one good thing. Mine's not, but I don't know. I know how hard-headed I am. I know when I was a kid, I got double pneumonia and went into a coma, so that, because I have a heart condition, so, it's the little things that, you just go, But, I hear a lot of people that are having problems with it, even that are young and healthy. We had 2 people test positive at the gas station about 1 mile from my house. Oh, wow. Yeah, copper kettle. How did my mom put it? My mom said I used to kiss death in the mouth quite often. Because I'd get right there and then I'm too hard-headed. I heard what helps from Japanese holistic medicine is green or matcha tea. That's good to know. My daughter loves the matcha tea. I think I'm saying that right. I know any kind of tea itself is an antioxidant. Hey, peeking to Super Channel, how you doing? I've been fermenting garlic. You should try that. I'm going to be making a video on it soon because it's not quite done, this batch. And now you can eat too much garlic. There is a limit. You can't just sit there and eat a whole jar of them, even though they taste so good you'd want to. But fermented garlic is better for you than just regular raw garlic, and it boosts your immune system. And I'm going to be eating at least 1 or 2 cloves a day as soon as it's done. And ginger tea, yep, that's a good one too. Eat in moderation, yep. But they say, I think it's pronounced Allison. It's ALLI something, CIUN or CIN, that is produced when garlic is fermented. So fermented garlic is actually better for you than raw garlic. Not to mention the probiotics. No, you moved out from underneath my desk so I can move my legs now. Hey, Lynn, Thomas Farm Okie, how are you doing there? How's your weather in Oklahoma? I know we got storms coming our way, and usually I think they hit y'all first. My lips have been chapped, so. Because I was out in the sun a lot yesterday. My son-in-law helped me a lot, though, getting those, that soil unloaded. How much salt did you put in your brine for the fermented garlic? I'm making some soon. I want to say it was 2 tablespoons per quart. I don't know, Amy. I'll have to look it up and I'll give it to you. Garlic and chili will ferment to, you mean like chili peppers or just chili? Because I do have some chili, but I don't want that fermented. Hey, JNC Oregon, how are you doing? It's good, although there's storms coming this weekend. Yeah, see, they're coming for here too, so it must be just kind of moving across the country. Awesome, me too. Trying to stay healthy. But I've really limited my human contact, so I put garlic, onion, and a little bit of pink Himalayan salt and honey in a jar and let it ferment. And it is so good. Did a video on my channel about it. I'll have to check that out, Thrifty, because I will be making mine soon. But the one I did with the garlic and the honey, it's just garlic and honey, and then the other one is just a garlic. And then I did the one with the carrots and garlic, and that's how I found out fermented garlic was amazing. Fermented garlic. We were staying safe, and I am probably overly clean. Yes, Amy, you are, but there's nothing wrong with that and the time that we're in right now. But, oh, my hair. It's getting on my nerve. But, hey, that girl in the garden, how are you doing? Oh, I don't blame you. I've got so much industrial brand disinfectant. I went crazy with all sorts of cleaners. That's kind of how Amy is, but hers, I think, is straight alcohol. Brett will be decontaminated before coming into my house. Yeah. I was stressed all day. How come you were stressed? What's going on? Oh, Amy, I don't know if I told you or not. Holy cow. When I get that other bed built, because I'm thinking about building another one. I think building garden beds are addictive. But I'll have over 400 square feet of gardening. I found a picture that randomly appeared on my iPhone that I didn't take. Has this ever happened to anyone? No. Well, yes. Actually, yes, it has. And it would be random things like if I had went to a website, it had copied a picture that was on their site or something. I clean everything with alcohol or peroxide. Yep, nothing's going to stand a chance in Amy's house. I've been getting stuff for my garden. Going to be updates soon. Same here, JC. Or JNC, Oregon. I keep starting to do a video. And then I build another bed. I'm like, oh, I'll wait until I get this one done. I'll wait until I get this one done. Tomorrow I'm going to do the garden bed video. And then the next day, I'm doing a garden update. I can find peroxide around here. Alcohol, not so easy. JNC Oregon, go to your liquor store and buy you Everclear or vodka that's over. What did Miss Lippy say that you had to be able to divide it by half? Or maybe it was somebody else that said that. And have it be 70 proof. So at least 140 proof. Because whatever it says on the bottle, you have to be able to divide that by half and have it still be over 70. So at least 140 or up. Pure green alcohol. It is flammable. But if you dilute that stuff in a spray bottle, I guarantee it'll kill what's ever sitting on your counter. And you can use it to make hand sanitizer. It was just a picture of a pit bull. Nothing I ever looked up. That's weird. You sure you didn't get it in a text message or an email? I can't explain that one. Do you have a passcode for your phone? That way it locks and nobody else can get into it. Ever notice that doctors' offices never smell like bleach? It's because they use peroxide to disinfect without that chemical smell. That, and they drop the temperature to like 20 degrees. Yeah, maybe Facebook. I think that was where the ones came from on my phone. That could never... Especially those stupid games. I say stupid games, but I play them. I can't remember, but yeah, I think it's been that way. Yeah, I've been told that that's why I've been getting used. Hey, Susan Gotchi. Gotchi. How are you doing? Well, welcome. I can't find any info on the picture. I don't use Facebook or anything except YouTube. That is definitely strange. If you have a security code on your phone, I'd change it, and maybe even change your password to your YouTube or anything that you have passwords on your phone, just as a safety precaution. Especially if it stresses you out. I mean, I wouldn't let it stress you out and just change your passcodes or your PIN or whatever you use to get into your phone, and because I can't think of where it would come, and usually if you hit the description it'll tell you where it came from. I know how to do that on a computer but not a phone. Sorry, couldn't help more. The dog's sleeping. Oh, that's something else I did. Let's see. Today's Thursday, Wednesday. Tuesday I gave the dog a bath. I have a security code and a thumbprint sign in. I had the phone on me all day and was taking pictures outside, and it happened right in the middle of them. That's weird. Listening while eating supper, it's a stick to your bones kind of meal. Oh, Miss Lippy, you need to share. I had a cheeseburger earlier, but I see myself having a snack before bedtime. But you go eat, Miss Lippy, and thank you for stopping by, and thanks for listening while you eat. That makes me happy. See what else? Got my Camden book. I built my garden bed, put my trellis up. Well, one of them. I still need to get more garden lights for my new trellis that's going up this coming week. I'm still here. My son just wants my attention. No problem. I definitely understand that. Do you remember when they had the issue with the cloning phones? Maybe they have figured out a new way to get into our phones. They'd be highly disappointed if they broke into my phone, because all they'd see is pictures of my dog, my kid, and my garden. Beef tips, rice, gravy, purple whole peas, skillet corn, and cornbread. Oh, see, now I'm just hungry. You be posting it, right, Lippy? Hey, overworked gardener, how you doing? Gemini Homestead's over here, just making us all hungry. Man, that sounds good. I have some beef tips in the freezer I need to do something with. I'm doing good. Awesome, that's good to hear. All right, Miss Lippy, now I'm drilling. See, Miss Lippy, you got everybody hungry now. Because I've watched your videos. I know you know how to cook. On my way. Right, Copper Kettle? Swing by and pick me up first. Oh, wait. Well, no. I can't go there because Texas won't allow me. At least not yet. I forgot. Can't leave my state border. At least not without quarantine. I'm sorry, I'll cook for you when you visit. Yes, ma'am. I would really, really, really enjoy that. Playing in the dirt and listening. See, I wish I was playing in the dirt. I've got about 1.13 cubic yards of compost to move. It's amazing how I know the exact number of that, ain't it? Doing good outside, a lot with grandkids. My daughter family live with us. Her husband has been laid off. It's kind of going around. Everybody here is home except for my daughter. She works at a racetrack. Hey, Mama Z, I was just talking about you. It's our last of the pieces. It's our last piece of last year. Oh, wow. You really made those stretch, Miss Lippy. Eating and listening. See, everybody's getting to eat but me. We might have to have a mukbang. So, Mama Z, Miss Misty, how is your weather? You still storming over there, or did it pass already and fixing to hit me, or is it going toward Amy? Which direction is it going? My husband is still working so far. Well, my roommate, he's a bus driver, so schools have been closed. But my daughter works at a racetrack, so it's considered essential because it's a gas station. So she's still having to work. And my son, he doesn't live with me, but he still has to work too. We should start a supper club and you can eat too. That would be a great idea, Miss Gail. Because, I'm kind of round. I like to eat. I didn't know how round I was getting until I was watching the video that I was making today. I was like, ooh, I got to go on a diet. Anything new on your mom's fever? Yeah, Mama Z, what that girl in the garden said. It passed, headed towards Amy. Okay, cool. I don't know if you heard that, Amy Broussard, but that storm's headed your way. I know we've got one coming Saturday and Sunday. It was supposed to be Friday and Saturday, but they done pushed it out. Keep that over there. I don't want it. Yeah, Amy's in the path. Figured as much. I don't know, my peppers need water, but I got to finish topping them off and getting the mulch on there. And then I need to do some kind of compost tea or rabbit manure tea or something. I got to feed them. My little plant, some of them I've lost. I'm going to have to restart some seeds because it got too hot and then got too cold. Because I think last week it got into 89 or something, 87. But then it dropped down to low 37. And then yesterday was 97. And in the next 3 or 4 days, our lows are supposed to be in the 40s. So my poor little seedlings aren't happy. Yes, they put Mom in the hospital today. She's really bad. So please, guys, pray. Keep her in your prayers. She went septic from a UTI. Mama Z will definitely put her in our prayers. Prayers. I would definitely got her in my prayer, on my prayer list. Right, I gotta close up the greenhouse. Alright, Amy, I just did that before I came in. Yeah, her husband that cooked for that Thai restaurant. A lot of the restaurants are having really a hard time. Yeah. Oh, well, I'm sure. Okay, so greetings from Northeast Georgia. Hey, Sydney, the naked gardener. I figured you might be homebound permanently for a while. That's not an option for you. Judy Mitchell. I'll definitely pray for her, Misty. Hey, homesteading in Idaho. Let's see. No, they can't afford me being away from the job site for 14 days. Oh, wow. I'm sorry, Sydney. I was really hoping maybe you'd get to go home and stay there for a while. okay on the storm. The wind was like 70 miles with hail, but my plants are all good. Wow, your plants survived that? I'm hoping mine do. So Mrs. NG flew out here since she was let go from her job. Oh, wow. I am sorry to hear that, Sydney. But happy that she's with you. We need to pray for rain for Deep South Homestead. Most definitely. Hey there, Rachel. It has been a while. My schedule went all sorts of sideways. Happy to catch one of your lives again. Right? I understand completely. They were up by the house. The Texas government is supposed to lift the ban come April 30th. I hope you're right, Sydney, because, yeah. Put the whole South on there with the storms. Definitely will do that, Mr. Dead Northwater. Because I'm thinking it's kind of going across, ain't it? So I'm flying back home for Naked Gardening Day in May. You'll have to explain that Naked Gardening Day to me, Sydney. To push that into May. They might, Mama Z. Hey, Miss Katie, She Moved Mountains. How are you doing up there in the cold, frigid north? I have a friend who is a city councilman, and they are talking about pushing it into May. Hey, the Lears. Howdy. I live in Virginia, and we are on lockdown till June 10th. Wow. How you doing, the Lears? Are you doing good? Are you doing groovy? I'm doing groovy. It is cold, LOL. 65 yesterday and freezing. 32 today and snowed. Wow, that is like a temperature shock. Said something that he was moving it from May 20th to April 30th. Okay. I don't know, homesteading in Idaho, I probably could see him being locked down that long, but I don't really go a whole lot of places because we're not going to peak until after the first week of May here. I don't know. Misty, have you seen El Paso's numbers? Man, it's crazy. Doing okay. Got the roof on the left side of the barn. That is awesome. It's crazy when it was sunny. Makes no sense. Yeah, Katie, yesterday was 97. Today was 76. And it's supposed to be in the 40s. The lows are supposed to be in the 40s. I think the highs are supposed to be in the 60s. And that's in the next 5-day forecast. Is the first Saturday in May. Is that something you come up with, Sydney, or is that a Texas thing? We normally shelter on the home place, so it doesn't bother us, but others are suffering badly. I can only imagine. It was 95 yesterday here, now 64. Yeah, see that? It was 97 yesterday, and it's 76 today. Well, actually, right now it's 71. Our lockdown is expected to be extended to the end of April. Schools are now doing schools from home, and most schools have said they won't resume at all this year, just online and homeschooling. That's what I've heard about here, too, that they're going to just do homeschooling for the rest of the year. Weather everywhere has been odd this year. Yes, Miss Katie, it has. I'm worried for the outside hospitals and the storms. Yes, because if they're having 75 or 70 mile an hour winds, the structures might not hold up. It's a universal thing. See, Sydney, you taught me something new. We are homebodies also, but this is really getting old. My husband is considered essential, so he has to go to work every day still. 79 here today. Love it. Yeah, it was 76, and it started getting... I almost did my live outside, but I knew it would be dark before 8 because of the cloud coverage, and it was starting to get just a wee bit chilly. Not cold, but chilly. Especially since I was out in the heat yesterday, 97 degrees. Oh, Misty, Mama Z's Texas Kitchen. This is the only soda I've had today. Yesterday, I only had one soda. And the day before that, I drank almost 1 liter of water. Just wanted you to know that. I have been drinking water and sweet tea. Well, very watered down sweet tea. Because like I said, it was 97 yesterday. You fill your cup up with ice and tea, and by the time you're done, it's watered down tea. Our warmest day of the year so far has been today, sitting at 72 right now. Wow. I think ours was yesterday, and that was at 97. Sometimes we get in the car and drive back roads if we need entertainment. There's plenty of wildlife to observe. Miss Gail, I thought about doing that yesterday. I'm helping a friend of mine homeschool her child because she has to go to work. Oh, wow. I'm so glad you can help her out, though. We have done a couple of drives like that just to get out of the house and see something different. Thank goodness the gardening and the critters keep me pretty occupied. You aren't joking. Sweet tea usually has more sugar than soda. I don't think mine does. I broke it down and did the math one time, especially since I water my tea down. Like when some people make a pitcher of tea, they just pour a whole glass of pitcher of tea. I don't. Like, take this cup for example. I'll fill it up to here with water and then the rest with tea. So even the sugar that I'm getting is watered down even by half. Thanks, Lynn. High 60s here in Utah. Wow. I've done that before too, Gail. Yeah. And well, especially with gas being so cheap in most places, you can fill up and you can drive even farther. Today I was actually thankful to be pulling weeds in the garden. Right? Hey, Sonny's Place, how you doing? Glad to see you. Sorry, I can't talk right. I've been working out in the yard for like the last 3 days, and 2 of them I pushed it a little too hard. Got a little too hot. That's why I switched from soda to tea to water. You know, if I'm drinking water, it got too hot, or I pushed it too hard. Homeschooling Idaho, sometimes it's just good to feel the wind in your hair, and it feels so freeing, like we're not locked down in place. Exactly. Most definitely. But we used to do that when I was a kid. Me and my mom would get in the car. We'd stop by the store and get a 6-pack of Coke and a bag of chips or something and some gas. And then we would ride around for an hour or 2, sometimes 3. And then we'd go home and put the rest of the sodas in the fridge. I was pulling weeds when I started listening, taking a break at the moment. I appreciate you stopping by and taking your break with us. Now that's time since they were laid off. You won't close Dr. Pepper. Yeah, that's right, Dave. Because you know, if I did it like a month or so ago, their stocks would have just dropped. Joyriding. Yep. I'm good. Just finishing up prepping dinner. So gonna have to leave in a minute. Just wanted to come in and say hi. I appreciate that, Sony. That means a lot to me. And I hope your meal is fantastic. I have no idea what I'll be eating later. I did have a cheeseburger a few hours ago, so I'm not starving this time. Hey, overworked gardener, how are you? They better not spot Stop making Dr. Pepper. Yeah, no joke. But I have cut down so much. I went to drinking like 20 a day. Yeah, I know. Don't judge me. To drinking like 4 or 5, and then like the last 2 days I've only had 1. So I'm pretty proud of myself. I agree completely. Just that feeling of being able to get out and see something new. Yeah, we used to go riding in the country, you know. It's gonna be good. Casey strip steak from local farm, baked potatoes. Oh, baked potatoes. And butter sauteed asparagus. I just picked 20 minutes ago. It don't get no better than that. Yes, my haircut is behind my ears. It looks shorter than it is because I use hair gel to gel it down, but the hair was actually cut above my ear because, alright, I tried to keep my hair from being behind my ears. Like last year when my hair was super long, I kept it in a ponytail a lot. Because if my hair sits behind my ears, my pH balance in my sweat is so high that my ears will start to crack and bleed. So if I'm not wearing a ponytail, I have to keep it. It's kind of like, I guess, like a guy haircut, a man haircut on the side. I have it cut just like right about to there, and then let it go. The hairstylist always looks at me funny, and I have to explain to her why I do that. Then she understands. I went from 1 or 2 to 6 a day. Overworked girl. That's not good, man. Oh man, I put on so much weight because of sodas. We are going to be smoking beef on the grill smoker tonight. Possibly toss some potatoes in there and some sort of veggie. Now that sounds like a meal. Hey, Davis Family Farm, how you doing? That sounds real good. Oh. See, now I'm going to have to fire up the grill here soon. I'm back. Had to pick some strawberries and sweet peas before the rain gets here. I definitely understand that. Well, something's been getting my strawberries. I think it's some stupid roly-polies. I'm good. Hope you are as well. Oh, yes. I've been working out in the yard for the last 3 days. I got 1 new garden bed built, a cattle panel up, lights put on it. I still have to get the soil into the new garden bed, but I've been doing good. It's hot today, 72. That's funny. I'm not cooking inside and heating up the house, so grill is getting put to work. There you go. Hey, Ecocentric Homestead, how are you doing? Thanks for stopping by, or coming by, you know. Praying that my plants are okay through this crazy weather that Mama Z is sending me. Right? I'm sick of the roly-polies. I know, they keep eating my strawberries. I know it's them because they're all around it. 88 degrees here. Wow, Amy. Me too. We planted 76 tomato plants. Ooh, that's a lot. I think I planted 20, but I lost 1 or 2 already. But I'm going to start more seeds. What did they do during the Spanish flu? Thank God for the ability to chat with one another. I know, Miss Gail, ain't that right? You are welcome. Oh, awesome. Roly-poly daddies, little fatties, eat that bread and butter 40 times a day. Lord, that's an old song. Yeah. DE around the strawberries. I know, Amy, but the problem is that it's rained like more days than it hasn't rained. Like, it didn't rain yesterday and it didn't rain the day before, but it sprinkled today and it's supposed to rain for the next couple, so I have some DE just waiting for it to stop raining for a minute to get it. My pepper plants have been eaten up. My pepper plants are just suffering from the heat and the cold, the back and the forth. They're not getting with that too well. I can only hope. Yep, I agree with you. Alright, everybody just saying hello to each other. Holy moly, we just had 29. That beats our record, I think. No, maybe our record's 40-something. I can't remember. I live in Saginaw, Texas, which is 5 miles north of Fort Worth, Texas. If you take some Epsom salt and sprinkle it around your trouble spots for bugs, it really slows them down. Just a handful around each plant. It will not hurt the plants or the soil. Actually, it helps the plants or the soil if they're fruiting because it adds magnesium into the soil, but I didn't know it would slow down bugs. I will definitely try that. Yay for new record. I think it is. If not, I think it is, so I'll write it down just in case. But I'm thinking it is. But I'm just south of Dallas. Really? I'm going to fashion a pallet upright and hang pots for my strawberries. That's a great idea because the year before last, I had strawberries hanging, and I got more strawberries that way and less bugs eating them. Yes, the soil and the plants love the Epsom salt, for the bugs hate it. Well, I knew the plants loved it, but I didn't know the bugs hated it. That's good to know. Thanks so much. I will definitely do that tomorrow. I'm watching your videos. Do you plant fruits or just veggies? Actually, I got grapes. I actually got grapes on my grapevine. And I have a goji berry, but it didn't sprout, so I'm going to have to try to sprout some more of those. And I'm not sure if elderberry falls under a fruit. Amy, is elderberry a fruit? I think it's a fruit. But it hasn't produced yet either. We got great group in here. Yes, ma'am, we do. It works so well on the slugs, roly-poly bugs, and earwigs. We get okay, cool. I don't have too many problems with the slugs, but I do roly-polies. Them suckers are everywhere. Well, we got a hit with potato beetles while I was down. Don't hate me, but I took care of them with 7 dust. Hey, if it works, I'm not going to get on to you at all. Goji berry, I want some. I got some seeds, and I soaked them. You're supposed to soak them for 24 hours and then plant them, and they still didn't sprout, but I'm going to try again. I'm so glad Carolina Hillbilly had us ready to you. I like your channel. I'm learning. Thanks so much. I appreciate that. I try. Elderberry is a fruit. I thought elderberry was a fruit. I just wanted to make sure. I love my elderberries. Yep. Beer kills slugs. Don't have a slug problem, and I don't know if I'd want to waste beer on my slugs. Because we usually put beer in our barbecue or our meat. You're most welcome. Yay! Slugs and roly-polies are so annoying. Yes, and the roly-polies love my strawberries. Every year I fight them. Ain't tomato a fruit? Yep, tomato is a fruit. It was crazy. Ooh, melons and pumpkins, aren't those fruits too? I spelled that wrong. I spell everything wrong. It's fine. I need some elderberry so bad, but what I've gotten from the nursery have not been successful. Get with a Broussard Homestead. Go to are y'all out of your Etsy or your elderberry cuttings? Did I just see somebody say hive in the homestead? Another one having quarantine day number whatever. Right? Is this Joey or Jesse? Hey, A Fishes and Love's Life. How are you? I haven't seen you in a while. If it's a fruit, you eat the fruit of the plant. A veggie when you are eating the leaves and stalks. Alrighty. Well, then tomato is definitely a fruit. It's Joey. Yay. Tell Jessie I said hi, because I know you'll see her or talk to her eventually. She lives in Virginia, I think. Yeah, VA. I'm kind of lost. I have to go back. I crush up eggshells to get rid of slugs. It tears up their underbelly. Thrifty VG, that's also good for putting calcium back into your soil too. Just so you know. It breaks down slowly over time where the plant can absorb the calcium. But it takes a while. The more you grind it down, the quicker the plant absorbs it. But if you're using it for anti-slugs, then you wouldn't want to break it down too much. Just a thought. But we have yo-yo weather. Hot one day, cold the next. So unpredictable. It's hard to plan anything. That's the way it's kind of been here. That's why I haven't put out as many videos as I normally do. Because we've gotten so much rain, like every day. And then the couple days of sun that I get, I spend so much time working that I forget to record. Well, not really forget. I just try and get everything done. I missed something. Jess has been planting in the garden. Same. I've got my tomatoes, potatoes, beets, radishes, eggplant, some type of lettuce, carrots, peppers, cucumbers, cucamelons, even though I don't think my cucamelons made it. I got a lot of stuff growing. I'm going to have to use a pallet gun on my bug problem. Gotta do something, because man, them roly-polies are driving me insane. I just could not believe a couple neighborhood cats got that drunk. I have a lot of garden spots, so they must have hit one, then the next, and then the next. It sounds so brutal, slashing up their underbellies. Yes, but man, they were devastating on a garden. I keep a container of dried crushed eggshells and put about 2 to 4 tablespoons in the hole when I plant my tomatoes. They thrive really well, so do other calcium-needing plants. Yep, not only do I do that, but sometimes if I have it, I'll break down a Tums, turn it into powder, some used coffee grounds, blood meal, bone meal, worm castings or rabbit manure, and I'll mix all that in, stick that in the hole, put a little bit of soil, then put the tomato plant, and then then the rest of the soil. We are in for a long one this time. So you'll be I guess you'll have your land legs for a while. I slow down slugs by sprinkling coffee grounds around the plant with some eggshells. Yep. Maybe that's why I don't get that many slugs, because of all the coffee grounds that are in my garden bed. And I mean, it's a lot. A lot. I put the eggshells on the bottom of the grow pots, and I put it after I put them in the soil on top. And you're right about finding your grind, and the faster it gets to the plant. Yep, the finer you grind it, the quicker it gets. I'm going to be trying to grow a ton of cucamelons. Cucamelons are the bomb diggity. Man, them things didn't even make it into my house last year. Not a one. Because me and my daughter would eat them out in the garden. Love rabbit manure. Me too. Rabbit manure and worm castings are my favorite. Well, that and fish emulsions. But fish emulsions is getting expensive. It seems like every year I've gardened, they've gone up $1. I actually like the idea of laying in salt and melting. LOL, they are wicked little things. Yeah. Garden lime, about a small handful take care of blossom end rot. Yep. So does eggshells and old Tums. And actually, honestly, even if you got some like old milk that's fixing to go bad, you can pour the milk around your tomato plants or whatever plant needs calcium, and they'll get a calcium boost that way. I did that last year. If you have powdered milk, you can sprinkle powdered milk in there and they get calcium that way too. My oldest and I are enjoying putting slugs into salt. See, I don't feel so bad now. Let's see, would eggshells around your berries slow down the roly-polies? Yep. And that's probably something I'm fixing to do. Because you're right, it probably would, as long as they got their stomachs and not their outer shells. Blueberries and strawberries never make it in. Yeah, I don't have blueberries, but I do have strawberries, and they never make it in either. Cucamelons are those, like, they're the Mexican sour gherkins. Like a cucumber that resembles a teeny-weeny watermelon. Yep, it's the size of a grape that looks like a watermelon that has a taste of a cucumber with a citrus taste, or a citrus kick. We pickle those little gherkins, and they are amazing when we are missing some. That is what I wanted to do, is pickle them. I gotta get a pond full of fish. You can come and make your own fish emulsions. Amy, as soon as they lift the restrictions off the borders between Texas and Louisiana, it's on like Donkey Kong. I will be there. In fact, I'll probably be doing my live from there, because I'm going to be there a week or two. I have seeds for cucamelons. I planted them suckers. I love them. They're slow starting, but man, when they do take off, they are very prolific, but they don't really choke anything out because the vine is so thin and so skinny. Heck, we grow some big ones in Florida too. Cucamelons take a while to get started. Yes, they do. They are slow. If you're not coloring your hair or using chemicals in your hair of any kind, take care of your brush, cut it up, and pull the mixture as well. It helps with certain things back in the soil. Hey, Miss Patty, the Tinkerer's wife, how are you doing? Glad you can make it. I miss you. I love you. You can come, but you just have to stay. You have to quarantine for 2 weeks when you go back. No. We aren't past frost yet. We were actually past frost the 21st of March. But we've had 2 cold snaps since then. Grandpa is getting on. Y'all show love. Rachel, Grandpa is getting on. Y'all show love. Y'all show love. Oh, y'all show love. I'm sorry, I can't read today. Yes, Miss Lippy, we will show Grandpa love. Because I love Grandpa. Do you have any tips for germinating the cucamelons? Warmth and moisture. I haven't tried the paper towel and the Ziploc bag method with the cucamelons. I have peppers, but not the cucamelons, so I don't know if it'll work. But I know they like it warm and they like it moist. Can't you go and just stay during the wait time? Nope. As soon as I come back, I'd have to be under a 2-week quarantine. We are long past frost time. Yeah, Amy, I know. Rub it in. Hey, Grandpa. Fish instead. Grandpa's fish instead. How are you doing tonight, mister? Hugs, Patty. Oh, thanks. I'm good, thanks. I'm finally warm here. Miss Patty, it was 97 yesterday. 97. It was more than warm here. It was hot. I was dying. "88 here today," and I know that's supposed to be humid, but she put humid. Yep, it is warm now. Loving it. Yes. I am so loving it. I've waited, it seems like forever. I'm doing great. Awesome, Grandpa. I'm glad to hear that. Me too. Thanks so much for stopping by. I appreciate it. LOL. Oops. Humid. Yep. Humid. I thought that's what you meant, Amy, because I don't know what humid is, but I know Louisiana. I know summers in Louisiana, and they're humid. What did Chris from Single Dad Homestead say? We were like the 9th level of Hades or something. Do the cucamones give indigestion like kooks? They didn't for me. I ate a bunch of them, and I did not get the same effect as I do when I eat a cucumber. They're really thick today. I can imagine, Amy, especially since that storm's coming. That humidity, I bet you're probably at like what, 98 humidity level? Jumped from the 50s to the 70s fast. Yep, but JNC, I don't know about y'all, but next week we're supposed to drop back down to the 60s. 60s for our highs and 40s for our low, which is weird for us. 92 here in South Florida, but drier than usual. Not as bad as the humid 92s. That's Mexican humid, yeah. My husband can get bad indigestion, but so far they don't ever affect him, even pickled. See, yeah, I was wondering about the pickled. Have any of y'all ever tried the sweet pickled sauerkraut? Just out of curiosity. We have a heck of a lot to cover next week for yeah, no joke, Miss Lippy. Tick, tick. Yes, delicious. Good. I've got some sitting in the fridge, and it's about time for me to taste it. I just haven't got to yet. It's Texas, nothing weird, only if it's 40 in June. Yeah, no, that's true, Overworked Gardener. I'm going to give them a try. I miss kooks. Yes, Miss Gail, they taste just like a cucumber, but with a slight citrusy, like lemon taste, but more cucumber than citrus. But I have yet, knock on wood, have yet to have the heartburn or indigestion like I do with cucumbers. If I eat a cucumber, I can taste it for at least 24 hours, maybe 48. So you need a knife pretty much to cut through it. Our summers are like that. Hey, Fishes and Loaves, yeah, Louisiana's pretty bad. Southeast Missouri, where I used to live, was pretty bad too, but I lived like 3 blocks from the Mississippi River, so that's why. I just made Buddy 6 more quarts of kraut. Oh wow, I think I've got 5 in the refrigerator that I pickled, sweet pickled. I have not made it, but I use it like it before my body went kooky. Cool. I was thinking it would make it taste better. Yep, homesteading in Idaho. I know. Oh, what's his name? I know Prepstetter Bob has a video on it. I'm not sure if anybody else does, but I'm going to be making one. You take sauerkraut that you've made, and you wash it off, and you stick it in your jar, and you heat up a pickle brine like you would for sweet pickles or whatever. I think it's vinegar and sugar, mustard seed, and let's see, I use mustard seed and dill seed with mine. I use that for my banana peppers. I use that for my relish. Well, for my relish, I use more sugar, but you know what I'm saying. And you pour that over your sauerkraut up until the brim. You know, leave an inch of headspace. Especially if you're water bath canning it. If you're not, then you can just stick it in the refrigerator, like I did. But and put it on there and let it sit for at least 3 days before you try it, because you gotta get enough time for that pickling to penetrate that kraut and make it sweet. Burpless cucumbers at all. I know some people can handle those better than other cucumbers. I haven't tried those yet. I need to. Not as bad here as Gulf Coast side of Florida and up at Amy's, that's for sure. Yeah, no joke. My mom lives in Florida, and so does my ex number 2. He lives in Florida, and she lives on the Gulf Coast side. I will definitely be watching for your video then. I want to try sweet sauerkraut. Yep, yeah, I'm definitely making a video on it. Sauerkraut's so good with hot dogs. I love sauerkraut for everything. Hot dogs, hamburgers, Philly cheesesteaks, sandwiches. Mr. Buddy from Gemini Homestead eats his sauerkraut and his salad, I think, is what he told me. I can't wait to move to Florida. This whole pandemic messed me up. Yep. We are 30 miles from the Gulf, so yeah, we get all that air moisture. Yeah, Amy, that's putting it mildly. I was trying to remember what Chris from Single Dad Homestead was calling it, though. Never had an ex, wonder what that's like. I had 2 of them, but it took me 45 years to break in Miss Vonda. Now she would say it took her 45 years to break in me. Yep, I'll see, the first time I was married 8.5 years, but with him 14. And the second time I was, well, we were together for 11, but we were on paper 15 years. So a long time. My husband loves sauerkraut in his salad too. Yep. I know Buddy from Gemini Homestead said he loves sauerkraut in his salad. I haven't had that, but it's going in my next salad. Such a bad reflux that there are way too many things I can no longer eat. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Miss Gail. I have that sometimes. Not as bad as I used to. I had to change my diet a little bit. We celebrate 50 years in October. Wow, congratulations, Miss Gail. That's a long time. I am having sauerkraut with my dinner here right now, as a matter of fact. Homemade is so good. Yes, ma'am, it is. But yeah, Miss Gill, I can definitely sympathize with you. There's some nights that I have to, when you're laying down and you're sleeping, but you have to sit up because it's like right to here. And if you don't get up, it's like sauerkraut and bratwurst. Yep. 2, not 2. I tell everyone, took me 2 bad marriages to appreciate the good one. JNC, I'm still waiting for the good one to show up. Maybe I need to put out applications. Now accepting applications for spouse number 3. I looked out with my current marriage. He's a pill. Yeah, Crystal. Do you have any annoying cough with that? Yep. Jess has put up with me for 24 years. Wow. Strangely, a teaspoon of mustard helps. Don't know why, but when it's bad, you'll do anything. Yeah, I've never heard of that or tried that. I think the last time I just took the gallon of milk and started drinking. Got a brother that was married 3 times to the same woman. Why? Why? Been with Brett for 19 years. Haven't killed him yet. No, Amy, but I'm sure there's been a few close calls. Grandpa couldn't find no one to put up with me and my fishing. Grandpa, me either, because I think I outfished my last 2 ex-husbands. Just a few. That's why. That's what he said. We said. Why? Yep. Why would you marry somebody 3 times? The same person. 3rd time's the charm. Like, well, okay, I married you twice and it didn't quite work out. Let me marry you one more time. Technically, you could say 25 years because he was in the Navy for 25. There you go. Yeah, I mean, military life does take them away a lot. Well, I've been married twice, and I know people who've been married quite a few times, related to some of them. But I've never seen somebody marry the same person 3 times. It's like, Okay, maybe I can see you getting married and you were young and you got divorced, spent some time away, and then you met back and you were a little more grown up and a little older and decided to redo it. But then you get divorced and you do that again for the third time? I mean, that just blows my mind. Ben and I were together 29 years. Wow, Miss Patty, that's a long time. If you marry the same person 3 times, does your family tree have any branches? I don't know, but I know one thing. Wedding 2 and wedding 3, you wouldn't be getting any wedding gifts. I'm like, you got them the first time you married them. I have not been fishing in a couple of years, but I'm a lazy fisherman. 4 poles tightened on the bottom or the trout line. I'm not that lazy of a fisherman. I love to hang on to my pole and feel the bite of the catfish, because I love the catfish. But it's been... Did I get to go last year? Yes, I went once last year, and that was it. That's because we went camping. If they lift this mess up, I'm going camping for my birthday, and you best believe I'm fishing. My orthopedic doctor married the same wife 4 times and children from each time. Oh, wow. We renewed our vows, so I guess technically I married Jess twice. Joey, that don't count, bud, because you didn't get a divorce in between renewing your vows. May have some suckers. Remarried to save money. Now that actually makes sense. You can come camping here, just saying. Gotta go fishing. Yes, Grandpa, I want to go fishing so bad. I really do. I love fishing. But when I go, it's an all-day thing. I get there that morning, and I know the fish kind of quit biting around lunchtime, so I eat me a sandwich while my pole's still sitting in the water, but really close to me, so I don't miss the wiggle. And then I fish until like 9 o'clock at night, until the mosquitoes are just tearing me up and I can't take it no more. That's my day of fishing. I love catfishing, though. Both my exes physically with 9 years with both, 11 on paper. First, 10 for second on paper. Current will be with long them married, and July will be married 10 years. Wow. So that's 31 years altogether. Maybe he just enjoyed the honeymoon part. Yeah. Yep, see, Grandpa, that's how you fish right there. I went to school with him. The last time I told him stop, he just stopped. So he is alone and paying dearly. Oh, wow. We have catfish in the pond. Yes, Amy, but can you eat your catfish in the pond? Just asking. And not for a friend either. I'm asking for me. Gotta prep for my live. Adore you greatly and hope you have a good rest in your evening. Stay safe. You too, Copper Kettle Farm. Thank you so much for coming by. It means the world to me, and I will try to hop in your live and the Broussard live and hit both of them. He should join the service. It's a honeymoon at least once a year, right? Hey, Miss Terry, Organic Raw Roots Farm. How are you doing, Missy? Buddy and I dated 6 months, then married. Been a wonderful 21 years. Congratulations, Miss Lippy. Yes, I eat catfish out of the pond all the time. Sorry, Amy, I just had to ask. I'll always be here to support you, lady. I appreciate it, Crystal. It means the world to me. It really does. And I would love to eat the catfish out of your pond, Amy, but every time we're there, we never fish. We do everything else. We feed the chickens, we play with the goats, we look at the rabbits, we play in the garden, but we never make it fishing. So that's on you, boo-boo. Next time I go there, we have to fish. Homestead in Idaho. All right, lady, I have to pop off here. I have a video to record while the evening light is good. Take care. It was wonderful stopping by and chatting with all of you. Thank you so much for stopping by. Have a good night and good luck with your video. I know the feeling. I still have an edit and film some more of mine so I can get it out tomorrow morning-ish. And thank you so much for stopping by. Can you fish with slugs, or do they rip right off? I don't know. I always take... Okay, I know this is weird, but I cut up hot dog. I stick it in a Ziploc bag with salt and garlic and let it dehydrate. And I catfish with that. That's my bait. Come on down. We catfish tomorrow. Not until after the quarantine thing's done. Because I don't want to be stuck in a quarantine for 14 days when I got back. Or do you need to let them take you crabbing down in the Rockefeller? Yeah, that would be cool too. Hint, hint, Amy, what Joey just said. I'm okay, just got in. Miss you, saw you were on. Yes, I missed you too. Somebody needs to Marco Polo me more. I understand, because, yeah, I've been so busy in the garden, can't do anything but build beds and plant seedlings. That sounds better. I was going to get on earlier, but took a much-deserved nap. I almost took a nap, Miss Patty, but I knew if I did, I'd be too tired and droggy on my live, so I opted not to. That is not weird. They use real old meat. I have heard people have even used horse meat to lobster too. I don't know. Some people just look at me weird when I tell them I use hot dog as bait. But if you put it in salt and garlic and let it sit, it dehydrates it kind of... Well, it's hard enough to stay on the hook, but not so hard the catfish can't get it off. And supposedly catfish like the taste or smell of garlic or something. But it works. I've caught pretty big fish on it, or with it. The quarantine is at home for 14 days. What's different from what you're doing now? Because if I was actually quarantined, I wouldn't be able to leave my bedroom. But just staying home and not being exposed to everybody's nastiness, I can at least mingle with the people in my house. That is the difference. See, I'm smart. Have you guys ever gone noodling for catfish? Ooh, no, Miss Susan. You know why I don't? Because there's a little snake called a water moccasin. You will never see me putting my hand in the water like that. My Marco is on freaking error. I got to clear my phone. I'm sorry to hear that, Terry. You got my number. You can text me. Just say, I'm okay. I guess I could text you too, so. But I love you, Terry. Take care. Don't throw your phone in the water because it won't Marco. Because I know how mad I get when my phone ain't working right. Thanks, guys. Y'all are my homies. Yes, ma'am, we are. Our pond is 20 feet deep. They call it a pond. I call it Broussard Dick. Because you can't see the bottom of it. Don't catfish eat almost anything that has a smell? Yes, Miss Terry, they do. They are bottom feeders. Yeah, CA fishes and love bottom feeders recognize stink underwater, I guess. Yes, they do. Caught jerkfish on a hot dog billing ball. Yeah. No, Joey, that wasn't a hot dog. It was a corn dog he caught that jerkfish on. It was a corn dog, not a hot dog. You won't be exposed here. I'll quarantine Brett while you're here. But I'd have to stop and get gas and use the bathroom. Now, me and you both know there's no way I can drive 7 hours without having to go to the bathroom, and I am not wearing a diaper just to come see you. I love you. I do. You my sister from another mister, but I'm not wearing a diaper to drive 7 hours to come see you. We just wait until it's over. And then I'll spend 2 weeks with you. What is a jerkfish? Grandpa, fishing stead. Bill Engvall is a comedian, and he did a little skit one time on his stand-up about catching a jerkfish on a corn dog. He goes, Only a stupid fish would bite a corn dog. So he called it a jerk fish. Am I right? The hive in the homestead? I think I am. Gotta run. Take care, girl. You too. Thanks for stopping by, Lears. I appreciate it. Hey, G-Mall's Garden. How are you doing? So do you have... So you do have limits on your love. Diaper wearing would probably be one of them. Yes, Miss Gail, that I didn't look at it that way, but I guess I do. Yep. Hashtag diaper garden for cheap. Nope. Awesome to hear, Miss G-Mall Garden. Glad that you are blessed. We are too. Glad we can be blessed together. Bring a bucket and bring an extra gas can. See, you knew Amy would try to come around, get away around that. A bucket with a toilet seat. Yeah, but see, I have a pickup truck. I have to pull over on the side of the road with a bucket with a toilet seat on it. Isn't that indecent exposure? Y'all trying to get me arrested. I've already been arrested once. I don't want to do that rodeo again. Well, Amy has to put one on too. There you go, Henry. You have to wear a diaper too. They have woods. Yeah, they have ticks in woods. I don't do ticks in that area. No. A tent, so I have to put up a tent every time I have to go to the bathroom. You can get a toilet seat that hooks onto your trailer hitch. Yeah, Joey, but I can't use that on the side of I-90, or is it 190, 99, whatever. I don't take I-10, I take the other one, the back road. Yeah, I don't do ticks. We used to put a blanket up so we were technically not exposed when we were road tripping. I used to use a jacket for when my kids were going. Nope, Lyme disease alert for ticks. Yep, in fact, one of my friends from junior high ended up with Lyme disease from tick. Bring a shower curtain. That would be funny. ASMR, I knew what you meant. Those pop-up tents, super easy. Not a clear one. Oh, no, not a clear shower curtain? Why not? We have leeches in the woods around me. I don't think I want to do leeches either. Holy smokes, I almost didn't make it. Was repairing a broke pipe in my water system outside. Wow. Hey, Legacy Home and Garden, how are you doing? I am so glad you did make it. Is this considered potty mouth? Yeah, technically. I have 3 friends here with severe Lyme disease. Yep. I'm not sure how severe my friend has it, but I know she has it bad enough that it's really affected her. Me too. Thank you. Hope you are well. Yes, ma'am, I am. I built another garden bed, and I have plans of building another garden bed. And I don't know how many I have now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Working on a 9. On that, I know a friend that has chronic Lyme disease from being bitten by a tick. Yep. Going mobile for a minute before the rain, praying that the weather doesn't get too bad. My beehives aren't strapped down. Miss Amy, how come they are not strapped down? Strapped, not stripped. Strapped down. Did you do a video on it? Yes, the garden bed I built today? Yeah, actually I have. I just haven't finished it. I'll be finishing it tomorrow when I fill up with dirt, and then I'll get it edited and get it put up. So, Miss Rochelle, yes, tomorrow morning I should have a video up. At least by noon. I used to carry mail on a rural route. I knew every bush and covered air. Yes. Rachel, you rock, girl. Building your own beds. Yes, ma'am. In fact, today I used a skill saw to cut wood, and I have one of those miter saws that I use, and I have a drill and a hammer and sander, and I do have a torch. I just need a new tip. So the new beds aren't burned yet. So if anybody sees my videos and say, well, some are burned and some aren't, that's why. Because my tip is bad and I have to get a new one. Someone told me they think me not being able to eat meat is from ticks. I don't know about that. I'm jealous. My mama made sure I knew how to use tools and to not rely upon a man for building stuff and working on cars and stuff, or she tried to. So, but I appreciate it. I mean, I like to build things though, so I think it's just in my nature, my blood. Okie dokie, I will be looking for it. Yes, ma'am, it'll be out tomorrow, hopefully before noon. Hope your friend is doing okay. Gotta run and gotta get cleaned up. Blessings, y'all, and stay safe. You too, Miss Gemini. I love you. Or Miss Lippy from Gemini Homestead. I love you. And tell Buddy I love him too. And y'all take care and be safe. That can be from ticks. Well, Miss Patty says it can. Do you even keep those tiny ticks off you in the forest? How do you keep those tiny ticks off of you in the forest? Aphishes and loaves. I've heard people use, those collars you put on dogs? They'll put them around their ankles and stuff. Like hunters, that's what they do. But I'm not sure how safe that is for your health to be doing that. But that's what I've heard people do. I used to be able to do all that, but my health issues, I can't hardly walk without stumbling anymore. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Gmo. I try to be really careful, but I love building stuff. Connie, it is meat allergy. Lyme disease can causing some people. Wow, I did not know that, Miss Patty. I'm trying to help her by finding some essential oils that you can use. Yeah, Henry, actually my friend who has Lyme disease, she, I want to say dabbled. She messed around with certain different essential oils until she found out what worked for her. Eucalyptus oil and lemongrass oil mixed with water helps repel ticks. Well, there you go. And aphishes and loaves, I am so glad Miss Lippy feels better. I prayed for that woman immensely. The meat allergy is for red meat only for some reason. That is weird. But at least you can still eat pork and chicken, I guess. Oh, seafood. Because seafood's technically meat, right? Good night, Grandpa. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really, really, really appreciate it. You be safe and have a good night, and God bless. I think we all are praying for her. It is so good to see her better now. Yes, ma'am, it is. I can't eat any meats. What happens when you do, out of curiosity? Chris gets that upset stomach on meats. His hands are too super arthritic. I don't go out there alone anymore. I fell in the vacant lot to us and hollered for half an hour before hubby came to get me up. Oh, wow. I am so sorry to hear that, Miss Gail. I wish I lived closer. I'd come do things around the house and garden beds and stuff. And you wouldn't fall down and be alone for an hour or half hour, because I'd be there. I heard peppermint essential helps. I heard peppermint essential oil helps for something else too. I think it was other insects that it repels. But that would make sense. I know it's also good for heartburn. An upset stomach. It upsets my stomach, causes pain, and sometimes makes me projectile throw up. Well, that is definitely not good. It would take a lot to get me to quit eating meat, but I'm pretty sure that would be it. The struggle is real. Yes, ma'am, it is. You know, when my grandma was alive, I worried about her, and my foster dad, I worry about him, and I keep an eye on my neighbors as much as I can, because the ones on this side are in their late 70s, and the ones over here are in their early 80s, so... Could be your stomach bacteria are too low or weak. Try, that would... If you eat fermented foods, wouldn't that make it better, Miss Patty? Your stomach bacteria? Just a question. Peppermint essential helps my chronic migraines. No medication worked for me, but that oil. It's also good for upset stomach and heartburn. Even the candy, peppermint candy, is good for heartburn. You're so sweet. I wish we lived closer to you so we could help each other. Those physically able could do, those unable could educate. Yes, ma'am. And I would love the education. You could teach me how to can. I could make you some flower beds and some garden beds and keep them clean for weeds and stuff. And we could sit on the porch and talk about flowers and herbs and all kinds of stuff that you could teach me. But yes, I enjoy a time like that. I have been doing kombucha and fermenting. I have started fermenting. I haven't tried kombucha. I have tried it. I just haven't tried making it yet. We need to annex a state for us. Yep. Ginger helps with stomach. Yes. I don't care for ginger ale, but that doesn't mean I don't like ginger tea. Rochelle, I am learning how to can this summer. I've got the book, and now I have the pressure canner. So now all I need is the jars and the veggies I'm growing. I'm definitely going to learn how to pressure can this year. I love kombucha drinks. I don't know if I do or not. The one I had wasn't bad. I've had it like 3 different kinds. One I liked better than the other 2. But I heard that it was better with sweet tea, and I would really like to try that. Peppermint oil is one of my favorites. Yep. If somebody is out of balance enough, I would think it would take a long time to regiment of healing foods to bring the stomach back to where it sustains itself. I think you're right, Miss Patty. I have liked mine better than most store-bought kombucha. See, the only kind I've had is store-bought, and that's what I hear, that homemade is much better. Danny King says he has peppermint in a roller ball and he rubs it on his tummy. Yeah, I've heard him say that. In fact, one of the... I think it was... not their last live, but a couple of lives ago, he was talking about that. I am so jealous and nervous to do it. I'm nervous to do it, but I've started off with pickling and water bath canning, and I'm really going to research it the day I do it. I mean, I've been researching and watching videos left and right, but the day that I actually do it, I'm going to be real intense about it, and I'm going to be getting a hold of Amy and from Broussard Homestead and Miss Lippy from Gemini Homestead, making sure I get it right. Gotta go get ready for my live stream. Got you running on the PC. Thank you so much, Amy, and I will be there as soon as I get a Scooby snack, because I'm hungry. Do you just put the peppermint oil on your temples? Well, I wonder if you could do that to further your migraine. So, yeah, do you do that? Booch is real easy to do, too. What is booch, Gmail? Is that like hooch? Like moonshine? Or is that some other fermented drink. Reminds me, need to go get some juice to do the next flavoring. Okay, I gotcha. I'm slow but effective. Kombucha. It's kombucha with alcohol. Hey. Nothing wrong with that one. Alright, anyway, it's 7:47. So I'm going to go ahead and shut this one down so we can get ready to go to the Broussard Homestead Live or Copper Kettle Farms Live. Both of them go live at the same time. So I want to thank each and every one of you for coming out tonight and chatting with me. It made my night. I look forward to this all week to spend time with y'all. And I hope y'all stay safe. God bless. Peace. And I love y'all. Take it easy, everybody. Well, if I can get it to go.